It's good to play games. But parents sometimes wonder, is my child playing too much? And what kind of games is my child playing? That's why Nintendo created an app to help monitor your child's gameplay. Nintendo Switch Parental Controls. Games are supposed to be fun, but sometimes they can be a source of friction. Nintendo Switch Parental Controls to the rescue. Just set an amount of playtime and the system will let your child know when time is up, even when they're busy leading the pack and dodging banana peels. Just keep in mind, your parental control settings apply to the system, not individual players. Uh-oh. Looks like the message didn't quite get through. But the parent can see that he's not following the rules. There is a function to have the system go into sleep mode when it hits the time limit, but it's kind of a last resort. You can also set playtime limits for each day of the week. So there can be more time on the weekends, for example. Maybe there can be a little something extra for good behavior. Or maybe not. You'll get a report showing how much time your child spent playing which games. So there's no need to peek over any shoulders. Knowing what kind of games your child likes to play can make it easier for you to talk to them. Of course, you'll still have access to standard parental controls. You can set restrictions based on a game's age rating, as well as online communication and social media posting, until your child is more prepared for online play. Once you've established the rules of the road, you and your child can enjoy gaming together. Nintendo Switch Parental Controls.
Come on!
Here we go, off the rails. But you know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew. 20 flags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon. Oh, this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this song. Let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. 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 Odyssey, Odyssey.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
Mario and Luigi, brothers, friends, travel companions. Yes, these two are enjoying a much-needed vacation on Pillow Island. Or so they thought. "Good night, Mario," said Luigi. "Sweet dreams, Luigi," said Mario. And that's when something quite strange began to happen. You see, on this island, Luigi's slumber can create a portal to a whole new dream world. A world where anything's possible. Where you harness sleeping Luigi in the real world for epic dream world results. In Luigi's dream world, anything can happen. Go to the official Nintendo of America Twitter @NintendoAmerica and tweet the secret phrase from this video using #MarioLuigi for a chance to win your very own Nintendo 3DS XL system and Mario and Luigi Dream Team game. Where will Luigi fall asleep next? Find out next week. And remember, Mario and Luigi Dream Team is out August 11th.
Hello everyone! This year marks the 35th anniversary of the original release of the Super Mario Bros. Game. And today, we will be announcing upcoming Super Mario games and products that will be released by spring 2021. Okay, here we go! Here's a classic way to play Super Mario Bros. The original Super Mario Bros., which made its debut on NES in 1985, can now be played on this special Game & Watch system. A Plus control pad is included, so you can play the game smoothly. Since it's a Game & Watch product, it also functions as a clock. And in honor of the game's 35th anniversary, it comes with 35 little touches to discover. In addition, you can play the Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels game on it, as well as an updated version of the title Game & Watch Ball starring Mario. Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Will launch November 13th. The original Nintendo handheld gaming system is back in full-color liquid crystal display. Multiplayer mayhem pounces onto the Nintendo Switch system. Clash in this competitive Super Mario Bros. Game. Welcome to Super Mario Bros. With 35 players? Compete against other players near and far in this online battle game. Enemies you defeat will be sent to other players' courses, but this also works the other way around. Use the item roulette and these 4 strategies to try to outpace your opponents. Keep going until you're the last Mario standing or running. This game will be an exclusive offer for Nintendo Switch Online members. Super Mario Bros. 35 launches October 1st as a digital-only title and will be available for a limited time until March 31st, 2021. What could this one be? There are even more ways to enjoy 35 years of Super Mario Bros. From now through March 2021, you can enjoy the 35th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. In these ways. Complete Super Mario-related missions, and you could receive cool rewards, including a special pin set. Pins are available while supplies last, so get started today and learn more by visiting the official website. Mario Kart Tour will be having a Super Mario Kart Tour event with special appearances by Mario and Donkey Kong Jr. from the original Super Mario Kart game. Historical Super Mario items and 35th anniversary themed merchandise will be available for purchase at the Nintendo New York store and store.nintendo.com. A 35th anniversary themed Ninja Speedruns course is coming to the Super Mario Maker 2 game. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game will be having an in-game online tournament using Super Mario series fighters, stages, and items. A Super Mario-themed Splatfest is coming to the Splatoon 2 game in January. Keychains will also be available as a My Nintendo reward closer to the Splatfest. In addition, physical Splatfest t-shirts will soon be available for purchase online. Super Mario-themed furniture will be added to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. And there's more where that came from. Be on the lookout for the following Super Mario-themed products. More details will be available on our 35th anniversary website and our official Nintendo of America Twitter account. Plus, experience 4 classic Mario games in Super Mario All-Stars. This collection contains Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 2, Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. The audio and visuals are upgraded from the original NES and Famicom versions. Super Mario All-Stars will be available in the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo Switch Online Collection later today. How is everything so far? The next one will be our last announcement.
It's me, Mario!
Super Mario 3D platforming adventures now in one collection. The Super Mario 3D All-Stars game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. In addition to having higher resolutions than their original versions, the games have been optimized for a smooth gameplay experience on Nintendo Switch. Plus, music from all 3 titles will be included in the collection. In Music Player mode, you can enjoy your favorite Mario tunes anytime, anywhere. Super Mario 3D All-Stars will launch on September 18th. A limited-run retail edition and a digital edition of the game will be available for a limited time until the end of March 2021. Pre-orders will be available starting today on Nintendo eShop. So, what did you think of our Super Mario Bros. 35th Anniversary Direct? As you can see, from the original Super Mario Bros. Game to the latest installment, a variety of Super Mario games can be played on Nintendo Switch. In addition, if you include all related games, there are even more available. We hope you'll take this opportunity to play each and every one of them. That's it for our Super Mario Bros. 35th Anniversary Direct. We'd like to close with a look back at the history of Super Mario Bros. Thank you for watching and playing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Indie World. My name's Ted.
And I'm Elise, and we're here to check out a fresh selection of indie games coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
There are lots of great games out there, and we're here to help you find your next favorites. So let's get started.
Hey, it's me, Alex. I'm okay. I met this girl, this boy, loser, at the diner, at the gas station, in the mountains. They were hitchhiking, driving. They were escaping to the border. Looking for someone called Zoe, John, Jared, Sonia. And running from the police, running from some bad guys. They helped me, played games with me. They stole my money. And they made me realize that I have to come back home. I have to make my own way to help the brigades. Where am I? Road 13, Road 42, Road 67, Road 96.
Hey, ici DigixArt, studio indé du sud de la France. On est heureux de vous annoncer que notre nouveau jeu sortira sur Nintendo Switch.
Road 96 est un jeu narratif et procédural inspiré par les road movies des années 90. C'était un super défi de vous raconter une histoire en commençant par n'importe quel morceau et on est très content de la forme que ça a pris.
On a mis tout ce qu'on aime dans les road trips, des émotions fortes, des surprises à chaque tournant. Ce jeu, c'est des souvenirs de voyage qu'on a créés juste pour vous.
Où on vous emmène, personne ne le sait, car votre chemin vous appartient.
On espère que ce premier aperçu de Road 96 vous plaira.
I'm excited to see where these roads lead in this procedural story-driven game from DigixArt. Take on the roles of different teenagers and hit the open road for a path to freedom.
On this perilous trip, you'll meet characters from all walks of life and learn their intertwining stories. Some folks may help you out, others might impede your journey. With thousands of potential paths to take, the decisions you make, both big and small, can drastically alter your experience. What happens if you take the bus?
Take it easy.
Or call a taxi? In the end, all roads have to lead somewhere.
You're not lying, are you?
There are many roads. Which one will you take? Road 96 drives onto Nintendo Switch later this year.
Hi, I'm Neil. I go by Aerial Knight Online, and I'm the creator and developer of Aerial Knights Never Yield, a narrative runner that captures the spirit of classic games in the genre, but with a few new features and a lot of style. I created this game in Detroit to make space for myself in the game industry, which previously refused to make space for me, and with the help of some of my amazing friends who created something that represents much more. I'm proud to announce that Aerial Knights Never Yield will be coming to Nintendo Switch, which means you can free run your way to victory to the beat of a dope soundtrack at home or on the go. Please enjoy this look at Aerial Knights Never Yield.
I keep it going like, I keep it moving like, I keep it going like. Bringing it back in full effect to the next. Running with the best, never missing a step. From the east to the west, I stay fresh, I finesse, I progress with no stress. In and out the city, I get busy, they can't get me, I can't be stopped. I'm on top 100%, I'm giving it all I got. It's on lock, I'm gon' rock, let's roll. They know, rain, snow, nothing gonna get in the way, I just go.
I gotta say, this definitely isn't your typical runner. A 3D side-scroller with parkour action set in a futuristic Tokyo-style Detroit? Sign me up.
Run, jump, slide, and dash through the city as the protagonist Wally to save what's left of the future. And you'll no doubt be head-bopping to the amazing soundtrack by Detroit artist Daniel Wilkins, with vocals from artists around the world.
Aerial Knights Never Yield slides onto Nintendo Switch May 19th. A demo will be available on Nintendo eShop later today.
Annapurna Interactive, publisher of Florence and What Remains of Edith Finch, have a couple more artistic gems headed to Nintendo Switch. Let's take a look.
Jack, everybody thinks you're me.
We have to face the facts here. We aren't ever gonna be the same again.
Why are you only speaking to me and not the others?
I bent over backwards trying to keep this family together, but what can I do with this?
This is mental!
Dad! You've been playing.
You haven't done anything.
This is the next frontier. Now show them what you're made of.
How do you know what to keep? And what to get rid of? There's some things that I can't let go. They transport me to the past, to distant memories, and dreams that cascade into one another. Before I know it, I'm pulled back to the present. Standing here, alone.
Last Stop arrives on Nintendo Switch, July 2021. Hindsight comes to Nintendo Switch later this year.
On behalf of everyone here at Roll7, I'm stoked to announce our next title. Our new game is a vibrant action platformer taking you on a journey across the island of Radland on a quest to meet the legendary skate gods. Skateboarding is a sport and an art form with so much space for creativity and expression, and that's something we really wanted to capture in our new game. We're embracing the weird, wonderful and diverse sides of skateboarding in a game that's all about going on a road trip with your friends, finding crazy spots, and of course, skating everything in sight. The team have put a lot of love into this project and we're really excited to share it with you. So without further ado, here's a look at OlliOlli World.
The latest title in the OlliOlli series from Roll7 is just off the rails. Tear up the streets of Radland and search for the mystical skate gods on your quest for Nirvana in this slick action platformer. The developers have created a silky smooth gameplay experience with super tight controls and level design that flows with your combos. There are so many tricks to master that even a legendary skater would tremble.
There's no need to aim for precision all the time, though. Down for a more chilled out experience? Explore multiple paths through the game's levels. Along the way, you'll get to meet colorful characters, take on quirky side quests, and discover all the hidden secrets of this weird and gorgeous skating utopia. Ride through Radland in OlliOlli World, launching on Nintendo Switch this winter.
Hallo, ich bin Anselm Püter von Studio Seufz aus Deutschland. Vor etwa 9 Jahren kam ich beim Wandern an eine Höhle, die mit einer alten Sage verknüpft ist. Ein alter König legte sich angeblich dort zur Ruhe und bat seinen Diener, ihn aufzuwecken, sobald die Zeit gekommen ist. Ich fand diese Geschichte so faszinierend, dass ich unbedingt ein Videospiel davon machen wollte, wo man 400 Tage lang auf dieses Erwachen warten muss. Und einige Jahre lang war dieses Spiel mein Herzensprojekt, weil ich herausfinden wollte, wie man Zeit als Spielmechanik verwenden kann, um diese Geschichte zu erzählen. Ich hoffe, ihr werdet alle Spaß haben, jetzt The Longing auf der Nintendo Switch zu spielen.
This hand-drawn art style, I've never seen anything like it. And wow, 400 days in real time?
You don't actually have to play this adventure game to see how it ends, but that doesn't mean you should leave this little guy all alone. This is a shade, the last servant of a king who once ruled an underground kingdom. Explore dark caves, complete time-based puzzles, and collect items as you long for him to awaken. The longing comes to Nintendo Switch later today.
What's our next game?
There is no game.
All right then?
No, really. The game is actually called There Is No Game. It's a point-and-click comedy adventure filled with riddles and puzzles. There's a broader story here in this non-game as well. Let's not ruin the fun, though. Just know this. If you're looking for something different, something experimental that's full of surprises, then look no further.
There Is No Game Wrong Dimension launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Hi, this is JF from Tribute Games.
And I'm Cyril from Dotemu.
Today we're very excited to announce Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge for Nintendo Switch system.
This game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. We took direct inspiration from the classic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games like Turtles in Time. We're using the classic and famous 87 design with colorful pixel art.
We are really happy to have the game coming to Nintendo Switch, as the platform and features fit the project perfectly.
We hope you like this trailer as much as we do.
See you in Dimension X.
Whoa. Did we just flash back to the 80s?
Even better. This is a new game that proudly celebrates its roots. The game is reminiscent of classic arcade beat-em-ups, and it's got a blend of retro and modern visuals. This side-scroller reunites our four favorite turtles as they kick some serious shell. Dive into this bodacious game, developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu, who also published Streets of Rage 4 and Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap.
Cowabunga! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge comes to Nintendo Switch later this year. Cris Tales, from Colombian developers Dreams Incorporated and Sick, draws inspiration from classic and modern JRPGs. What especially stands out about it is the time-traveling aspect of gameplay. You can shift time during combat, which can have a variety of effects, like making enemies younger and thus easier to defeat.
While exploring this handcrafted, dark fairy tale world, you'll recruit a diverse cast of allies and discover new realms, such as the Shining Kingdom of Crystallis. Can you stop the Empress from destroying the world? Cris Tales lands on Nintendo Switch July 20th. Showcasing a stylized Japanese aesthetic, Getsu Fumaden delivers a dynamic hack-and-slash roguelite experience filled with perilous dungeons, fierce boss battles, and intense skill-based combat.
Delve into the depths of the underworld while mastering a diverse range of weapons and otherworldly powers to drive back the dark forces dwelling within. Getsu Fumaden, Undying Moon, comes to Nintendo Switch next year.
Hola, soy Guille de Lienzo, el estudio mexicano detrás de Aztec Forgotten Gods. Hoy estamos súper emocionados de compartir con ustedes por fin nuestro siguiente proyecto, un juego de acción-aventura inspirado en una de las culturas más hermosas del planeta. Aztec Forgotten Gods combina una historia profunda con un universo fascinante y lleno de acción. En Lienzo, estamos muy orgullosos de poder compartir un poquito de México con jugadores en todo el mundo. Esperemos que les guste.
If you're looking for a grand adventure, look no further than Aztec Forgotten Gods. It tells the story of Ashley, a courageous woman who battles colossal deities. The game puts Aztec mythology and futuristic technology front and center.
As Ashley, you'll gain powerful arm upgrades, traverse different areas within a modern Mesoamerican metropolis, and encounter all sorts of characters to uncover ancient secrets. However, sometimes the truth is best left forgotten. Aztec Forgotten Gods soars onto the Nintendo Switch system fall 2021.
안녕하세요. 사우스포 게임즈 대표 박상우입니다. 스컬 더 히어로 슬레이어는 로그 요소가 가미된 액션 플랫포머 게임입니다. 저희 스튜디오는 대한민국 전남대학교에 있는 게임 개발 동아리에서 탄생하였습니다. 어릴 적부터 액션 플랫포머 게임에 빠져 살았던 꿈 많은 청년들은 대학교 동아리에서 만나 팀을 이루었고 여러 시행착오 끝에 스컬을 완성했습니다. 세상을 구하기 위해 수많은 몬스터와 마음을 무찌르는 용사와 같은 판타지 클리셰도 재밌지만 그 반대는 어떨까요? 이제 곧 불멸의 최악체 몬스터 스켈레톤의 영웅담이 시작됩니다.
Skull the Hero Slayer is a 2D fast-action roguelite where you take on an entire army to rescue your king. And the best part? To progress in the game, you'll need to swap abilities, which is done by swapping heads.
With 90 playable characters, heads, each with their own special abilities, plus numerous items and upgrades, there are certainly enough possibilities here to make your head spin.
So get ahead. Literally, in Skull the Hero Slayer, launching on Nintendo Switch, summer 2021.
We're nearing the end of today's showcase. Before we go, there are several more indie games we'd like to show you. Please take a look.
Ready to start your next indie adventure on Nintendo Switch? Head on over to Nintendo eShop or Nintendo.com for our Indie World sale, available later today.
Woo! That's all for today's Indie World Showcase. We hope you're looking forward to these games.
On behalf of everyone at Nintendo, we'd like to thank our talented community of partners and developers for bringing their games to the Nintendo Switch system. And thank you to all of our amazing fans for tuning in.
To stay up to date with all the latest news from Indie World, please be sure to follow our official Twitter account at IndieWorldNA. Until next time.
Happy gaming.
We spoke too soon. We actually have one more game to show you.
Welcome. First, we're gonna have a little fun tonight, folks.
Residents of Covina have reported strange interruptions in their radio broadcasts over the room.
1-1, I need visual confirmation of the clouds above Edwards Island. Over.
Riley, come in, Riley. Can you hear me? Riley? Riley, are you there?
Thanks for playing the Super Mario Maker 2 game. We'll be releasing the last major update soon. Now, let's-a go! This mushroom here is a little different. If Mario picks it up, he'll become Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario. Ride on enemies. And throw them at will. Big enemies. Flying enemies, even chain chomps are fair game. You can even throw snowballs in snow-themed courses. The frog suit lets you become Frog Mario. It lets you swim through water with ease and run across its surface. The power balloon lets you float with the fluffy grace only a balloon can muster. Glide through the skies as Flying Squirrel Mario. Take out surrounding enemies in one throw with a boomerang. A few slightly weird wearables also make an appearance. The cannon box lets you fire cannonballs from your face. Charge up for long-range shots. Raise your elevation up to 3 times higher than usual by jumping with the propeller box. You can rush back down, too. With the red POW box on your head, you can unleash a POW. It's good for 3 uses. Wear a Goomba mask to become one with the Goombas and fool your foes. Crouch down and you'll be even more convincing. Don the Bullet Bill mask to gain the power of horizontal flight. Fly as much as you'd like while time remains. The 7 elite members of Bowser's army are ready for duty. Larry, Wendy, Morton, Lemmy, Roy, Iggy, and Ludwig. They each have their own moves to keep you on your toes in boss battles. The cursed key will sick the frightening Phanto on anyone who dares pick it up. Oh man, the temptation to pick it up. Or not. The bouncy qualities of the on-off trampoline can be activated with a switch. You can even use them like this. Mecha Koopas are wind-up automatons. The red ones shoot homing missiles. The blue ones attack with laser beams. And at night, they all come equipped with jet engines. Introducing World Maker. A new mode that lets you create your own worlds. Select and place panels to build a route for your courses. Forge a path from the starting point to the castle. Build bridges. Create hills. And change the look of the land in all sorts of ways. Then place the courses you've made along the path. You can even change your course icons. You might find yourself matching moving pictures in a bonus stage. Or taking a warp pipe to a far-off island to run through a wonderfully coin-filled course. You could really make your world stand out by changing the theme to underground, desert, snow, sky, forest, volcano, or outer space. In this way, you can make your own Super Mario game. A super world of up to 8 worlds and 40 different courses. So, unveil your very own super world in Course World. That way, you can take all your ideas that couldn't be contained in a single course and share them with people around the globe. The third update for Super Mario Maker 2 launches April 22nd.
The magic of the Super Mario Maker game is going handheld just in time for the holidays with Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. In this portable take on the hit Wii U game, you can play and create 2D side-scrolling Mario courses anytime, anywhere. The possibilities are pretty much endless. You'll find lots of course elements to choose from when you open the palette. Use it to play stuff like blocks or your favorite enemies. Items and enemies can be placed inside blocks too. It's your course, so it's all up to you. There are more than 60 course elements, and half are unlocked right from the start. Some change when you shake them, and some can be stacked on top of others. They may even grow when you give them a super mushroom, or learn to fly when you give them wings. By combining course elements, you can create obstacles that defy the rules of traditional Super Mario games. Imagine Bowser, except huge, and with another Bowser for a sidekick, and wings! With the game's intuitive touchscreen controls, making courses like this one's a breeze. You can even add fun effects, like bursts of fireworks and rounds of applause. With a quick tap, you can change a course's theme, transporting it underground or underwater. There are 6 different themes to choose from. You can also change a course's look and feel by swapping between 4 classic Mario styles. To see how your course is shaping up, swap to play mode anytime and take it for a test drive. If making courses sounds tough, don't worry. Yamamura's got you covered. He may look like your average pigeon, but he's actually a master course builder. And with help from his steadfast colleague Mary O, he's designed a series of fun interactive tutorials that'll have even the most novice of builders designing courses with confidence in no time. Which is great, since there's room to save 120 of them in CourseBot. You can share courses you've made with other players via local wireless and get courses from them too. When you receive a course, you can add your own touches. Who knows how your friends will inspire you, not to mention how they might surprise you. You can also send your favorite creations to other players via the Street Pass feature. Look forward to receiving surprise courses from them via Street Pass too. And that's only the beginning. Once again, Princess Peach has been taken far, far away. And it's up to you to save her. But to do so, you'll have to beat 100 new built-in courses designed by Nintendo. Each one includes 2 special medal challenges with goals like collect every coin and finish within a certain time. Whether you try to collect every medal is up to you, but it's a good idea to try to beat each course. Progressing in Super Mario Challenge unlocks new course elements in the Course Creator. If you connect to the internet, even more fun awaits. Just pop into Course World, where you can play certain courses uploaded by players in the Super Mario Maker game for the Wii U console. tackle the 100 Mario Challenge, which pits you against a massive, randomized assortment of those Wii U courses. Or enjoy the Wii U version's finest, with recommended courses specially selected for your enjoyment. With so many courses to play, the fun never has to stop. Your Nintendo 3DS system is the place to play, create, and share Super Mario courses this holiday. Play everywhere. Create anywhere. Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS.
Oh yeah.
Whoop.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Yeah. Oh. Hey, hey. Ha-ha. Super Mario Maker 2.
In Super Mario Maker 2, you can create the Super Mario courses of your dreams. And play courses created by other people from around the globe. In other words, you can basically have new Super Mario courses to enjoy every day. Now, let's jump right into the basics. Lay some groundwork. Pick from iconic enemies and objects, like blocks, coins, Goombas, and pipes, and place them anywhere you like. You decide what goes inside blocks and where warp pipes should take Mario next. And that's just the tip of the goal pole. You can hide enemies, stack them up high, and biggin them with a super mushroom, hide coins in pipes, and so much more. By combining a variety of parts, you can do some incredible things, stuff that isn't even possible in regular Super Mario games. Taking a course you're working on for a test drive is a snap, allowing for rapid-fire experimentation. You can change the course theme, whether it's underground, underwater, castle, your choice. Even the game style itself can be altered, with options like Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, and Super Mario World. Complete a course, and if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you can share it with other players online. Super Mario courses are meant to be played, so share yours with the world. Time to showcase some of this game's new tools, course parts, and features. Just pick a direction and set the length to create a slope. It's a beautiful thing, huh? Gentler slopes are an option too. Everyone's greatest fear, Angry Sun, is here. It holds a perpetual grudge, following and attacking Mario. Remember the snake block? You can determine its trajectory by freely drawing. And, woo, the blue one's really fast. Hit an on-off switch, and the red and blue blocks will swap. You'd be surprised how many uses there are. If you use them wisely, you can set up traps like this one, or even create a situation like this. Change tracks, or make conveyor belts change directions. Seesaws tilt left to right under Mario's weight. They're a perfect fit for risky, tilt-centric courses like this one. Let it grab you. Build momentum, then jump. Mario can even use these to send himself flying. Huh, bet you could even make a crane game. In this course theme, you can freely set the water level. Maybe half the course should be underwater. Or maybe the water level should change over time? You can select from 3 different speeds. And water isn't the only thing you can flood a course with. This side-scroller is truly customizable, right down to the scrolling itself. In a custom scroll course, you can decide where you want the scroll to start. adjust its trajectory, and set the speed at each point. The result is nice and smooth while you're playing. You could have it go up here, then go sideways. Hey, that's fast! You can now create vertical sub-areas. Of course, the auto-scroll feature operates vertically in here. To hide an area from view and prevent scrolling from revealing it, create a solid line of blocks perpendicular to the scroll direction. And voila! Secret room. Bonsai Bill looks like it's coming for Mario, because it is. You can select from the 4 cardinal directions. The red ones have a homing function. Watch out! Even lava doesn't faze the dry bone shell. Play dead for a sec and you'll be temporarily invincible. The 10 coin is worth, 10 coins. Find hard-to-reach areas and tempt players. Feeling charitable? Use the 30 or 50 coin. Mario may just be strolling along when a sudden sound effect plays. There are a bunch in Super Mario Maker 2. Stick one on an enemy, or perhaps go with something more sinister. Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and you can create a course together on a single screen. A little creative collaboration goes a long way. Collect 50 coins. Defeat all the dry bones. Reach the goal as Super Mario. You can set clear conditions, and there are a wide range to choose from. From enemies to allies to items, a twister will suck up anything. Unsuspecting passers-by will fall victim to the icicle. Hey, conveyor belts can go diagonal too. Did you know red Yoshis breathe fire? Parachutes slow down the falling speed of anything attached to them. Watch out for Boom Boom. The mad lad will chase after you, swinging his arms and legs. And there's still more to discover. If you're not sure how to use something, try out Story Mode. In Story Mode, Mario sets out to help rebuild Princess Peach's castle, and to do so, he'll face an entire game's worth of courses in search of coins. Talk to the Taskmaster to accept a job from the bulletin board and play the associated course. If Mario can clear the course, he'll earn coins as a reward. Hey, rebuilding a castle ain't cheap. There are more than 100 original courses crafted by Nintendo in Story Mode, showcasing a variety of tools, course parts, and features. As you play, you'll see many examples of expert course design. As the castle's reconstruction progresses, Mario will be able to reach more areas in and around the construction site. The characters you meet in these new areas may even offer up additional jobs. New sequel, new course themes. Desert. Snow. Forest. And sky. There's new music too, written by veteran Super Mario composer Koji Kondo. Who else could capture the classic sound of the Super Mario series? We've also got a new course part that makes these course themes even more fun. The moon. Tap this icon here and day becomes night. If you hit the angry sun, Mario will lose a life. But if you hit the moon, you'll wipe out a screen full of enemies. At night, expect a surprise or two, depending on the theme. In the ground theme, Goombas will float. The underground will turn upside down. In a ghost house, the lights will dim. And in the sky, gravity itself will be reduced. The desert will get hit by a sandstorm, while the terrain of the snow theme will become really slippery, and the forest's usually pleasant waters will be as poisonous as they come. Rumor has it that some items will even transform into something else come nightfall. Once you've unlocked the night versions of themes, you don't have to place the moon course part to use them. The Super Mario 3D World game style is finally available! The way this game style works is very different from the other game styles, so the course you're working on will clear if you toggle between them. That's because there are things you can do here that you can't do in any other style. You can't mention Super Mario 3D World without Cat Mario! Climbing walls, scratching, sliding, pouncing. With all these moves at your disposal, the courses you create will instantly stand apart from courses made in the other game styles. You can even climb up the goal pole. These clear pipes can be placed in any shape you like. Be careful though, enemies will make use of them as well. Crates float on water and lava, so you can make your own path when there's no platform to walk on. If you come in contact with a warp box, you won't be able to escape its pull. You may get warped to an area full of enemies. Consider yourself warned. Better not touch the spike block. You could combine it with the on-off switch to set traps like this one too. The exclamation mark block extends when hit. Ground pound to expand it faster. Blinking blocks phase in and out. Make sure to carefully time those jumps. The track block will follow any path you draw. The blue one won't move until you step on it. The mushroom trampoline yields a satisfying bounce. The piranha creeper will extend wherever you draw. Watch out for its spiky stem. Skip Squeaks like to try and match Mario's jumps. Sometimes you can use that to your advantage. Take this sweet ride for a spin to really tear through the course. Just try not to crash it. Drive safely now. Beware the Lord of Lava, Charvard. This monster's obsessed with gobbling up Mario. Pom Pom smoke bombs onto the scene. This ninja's mastered the art of a doppelganger. Which one's the real one? The Bonsai Bill from Super Mario 3D World can actually fly toward the screen. It's so powerful, it can break through walls. Many other familiar faces from Super Mario 3D World will liven up this game style as well. Course World is an online hub where players from around the world can share their carefully crafted courses. Browse by popular courses, or new courses, or run a search to find what you're looking for. For example, search by tags like puzzle solving. Or maybe find some auto-scroll courses. Play a course, and you can leave a comment if they're enabled. If you download a course, you can play it anytime, even when you're not connected to the internet. In Course World, each player has a maker profile. If other players like your courses, you'll earn maker points. But on top of being successful, why not be stylish? Customize your look with things like shirts and hats that you unlock by completing various objectives. Test your skills by trying to clear as many courses as possible before you get a game over. Select a difficulty, and courses will be queued up at random from the full collection available on Course World. Secure some truly impressive scores, and you might earn a top spot on the leaderboards. On top of that, there's a new mode in Super Mario Maker 2 that'll let you play together with others. In Course World, you can enjoy multiplayer with other players from around the world. In multiplayer versus mode, up to 4 players face off in a side-scrolling showdown. Each player will be assigned a different character. Then they'll race each other in a randomly selected course. The player who clears the course first wins. Depending on your win-loss ratio, your versus rating will change. Playing it safe is no way to win in a white-knuckle course like this one. Watch the others eat your dust as you escape an extreme obstacle. But when a boss comes around, you may want to put your differences aside. Maybe you can get away with sitting back and stealing all the credit at the end. During multiplayer, there are strategies to consider that would never come up during solo play. In multiplayer co-op mode, on the other hand, all players must work together to beat the course. If a single player finishes it, everyone's a winner. If up to 4 players are hanging out together and each has a Nintendo Switch system and the Super Mario Maker 2 game, one can set up a virtual room for the others to join via nearby play. Only the player who makes the room needs a persistent internet connection for everyone to play. You won't be rated in this mode, but you can check out the standings. By the way, if you've designed a course with versus play in mind, consider using the Multiplayer Versus tag. It's a great way to help players who love to battle it out find what you've made. New parts. New challenges. New modes. And lots of new ways to have fun. Super Mario Maker 2 will come down the pipe on June 28th. If you're interested in pre-purchasing Super Mario Maker 2, we've got a couple promotions for you to consider. First, there's the Super Mario Maker 2 plus Nintendo Switch Online Bundle, which is available as both a physical and digital release and includes a 12-month individual membership for Nintendo Switch Online. If you're already a Nintendo Switch Online member, these 12 months will stack on your current membership. Second, if you have a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership, there's a way to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 at a discount that's exclusive to members. The Nintendo Switch Game Vouchers Special Offer. Paid Nintendo Switch Online members can buy a pair of Nintendo Switch Game Vouchers for just $99.99. Each voucher can be redeemed for an eligible digital game. Choose from some of your favorite Nintendo Switch titles. For example, redeem one voucher to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 and use the other to download Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And you save $19.99 from the combined suggested retail price for this pair of games. This special offer is a great way to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 at a discount and get a discounted game to play while you wait for its release. For more information about this special offer, visit Nintendo.com. Vouchers are redeemable for 1 year from the date of purchase and don't have to be used at the same time. Folks with a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership can buy and redeem Nintendo Switch game vouchers via Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, as well as the Game Store on Nintendo.com with a PC or smart device. Oh, and one more thing. We're pleased to announce the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational 2019 tournament. Tune in for exciting live competitive gameplay on June 8th. For more details and ticketing info, visit e3.nintendo.com.
Ah, the familiar sight of Super Mario Brothers. Wait, that's not right. Time to open up some new possibilities. Anyone can make it, everyone can play it. Super Mario Maker, only for Wii U. To bring the Super Mario courses of your dreams to life, start by opening the tool palette. Then select an object or enemy you want to place and get designing. Or just throw something down and see what happens. Place some Goombas to stomp, or hide a super mushroom to give yourself a boost. And don't be afraid to break the rules a little. Experimentation is key. In fact, some objects and even enemies will transform if you shake them. Or you can combine them. Soup up a Koopa with the Super Mushroom sometime. That felt good. As you can see, the combination options are almost unlimited. To the uninitiated, it may seem a little daunting. Luckily, you only start with the essentials. Spend at least 5 minutes with the tools you have, and and more course elements and themes will unlock the next day. Day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each new set of tools will expand your options, and Mario's horizons too. Before long, you'll be a Mario making master. One way to improve your courses is to test them out while you play. You can instantly switch between edit and play mode with the press of a button to try out different options. You may notice that Mario leaves a trail of ghost images when you enter the editor. That way you can design environments that require Mario to jump as far as he can. Courses can include more than just objects and enemies. Eventually, you'll unlock the sound effect frog, which lets you drag sound effects into the editor. Some sound effects even generate visuals. On top of that, you can make your own sound effects too.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
And if you really want to get creative, try shaking a note block until it becomes a music block. When something bumps one, it'll play a note based on the height of that block. Some players might even discover ways to arrange songs, like this one. It may sound familiar. There are 6 course themes, including underground, underwater, castle, etc. Of course, Bowser thinks he's the king of everything, so you can put him in any course theme with any game style. Then you can switch the course's theme between 4 different Mario titles whenever you want. Okay, let's see how it plays. Once you've completed a course you created, it can be shared globally with other players online. Remember, that means you actually have to be able to beat the courses you make. But worry not, you don't always have to make a course from scratch. You can find courses other players have made online, edit them offline, and play them too. Super Mario Maker isn't only about making Mario courses. Connect to the internet to access a near limitless number of courses created by other players from around the world. You can search for specific types of courses, from the most recently uploaded to the most highly reviewed. Find creators you like and you can follow them. Another way to play? 100 Mario Challenge. It gives you 100 lives to beat a collection of original courses all in a row. You don't even need to search for courses to play. They're automatically selected for you from the internet. So each time you play, it could be completely different. Even if you don't connect online, there will be sample courses to beat. And if 100 Marios sounds like 1 or 90 too many, there's always 10 Mario Challenge. It gives you 10 lives to beat a random selection of sample courses instead. Super Mario Maker, only for Wii U. Oh yeah!
Amiibo!
Super Mario Maker is compatible with a bunch of amiibo. Amiibo can be used with the original Super Mario Bros. Themed courses. While you're making a course, tap a compatible Amiibo to drop in a new mystery mushroom costume. It'll make Mario look like your Amiibo. You can play through courses as characters like Link in the same way you control Mario, but there are plenty of other characters too. There's a ton of Amiibo that work with the game, including these. Head to amiibo.com to see the full listing. But don't forget, the Super Mario Bros. 30th Anniversary Mario Amiibo is special. Tap it to add in a big mushroom that lets you take on mustached enemies as Big Mario. What comes next is up to you. Super Mario Maker, only on Wii U.
The Nintendo Switch system offers both simplicity and flexibility. The new home menu is a great example. When you insert a game card, the title will appear on the left, and heading right, downloaded games appear in the order you last played them. This button takes you to the news section, where you can get all the latest on Nintendo, including details on future gaming events, videos about upcoming games, sales and special offers, and important information about your system. Select this icon to visit Nintendo eShop, where you can browse, buy, and download games. The album contains screenshots you've taken using the capture button on the left Joy-Con. Here are the controller settings. You can change controllers, grips, or player order. You can also pair a Joy-Con anytime the system is in use by simply attaching it to the console or pressing the sync button, as you would with other compatible controllers. On the right, you can access sleep mode. Wake the console at any time by pressing the home button. A quick and easy way to access sleep mode and other settings is by simply holding down the home button. The system settings menu is located here. Airplane mode turns off the console's wireless communication. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth can be reactivated individually during airplane mode. The screen lock feature allows you to lock the console while in sleep mode until the same button is pressed 3 times. In data management, your software can be deleted or even archived. Archived software is erased to save memory without affecting your save data. These titles can then be reinstalled by selecting their icons directly from the home menu. Mii characters can also be created and edited in the System Settings menu. These characters can be used in compatible software. There are some new Mii options, ranging from hairstyles and glasses to skin and hair color, so make sure to look them over. And while you're at it, feel free to select your theme color, whether you go with white or choose to show your dark side. Switch and play. Nintendo Switch.
Hello? Mario.
Luigi's invited to a gorgeous hotel with Mario, Peach, and the others. Oh, lucky him. Luigi's Mansion 3. This hotel is much more than meets the eye, for not long after Luigi arrives, things take a dark turn. We begin our tour by taking in some sights and sounds. You may never leave. You want to leave. The other guests certainly don't plan to move on. They're ghosts after all, and they're rather aggressive. Simply scare them with the strobe bulb, then suck them up. Luigi's new Poltergust G00 has the powerful suction capabilities required, and other new features as well. First, the slam. While trapping a ghost, slam it on the ground to inflict some damage. It helps to get other ghosts in on the action. Next, the suction shot. Find the plunger to attach it to something, then pull the string and
You can destroy furniture and more. It's effective against certain ghost types, too. Sometimes ghosts may feel inclined to gang up on you. In such situations, a burst should do. The powerful air pressure released will blow away ghosts, and it's perfect for when you need a little air. We simply can't overlook the latest invention from Professor Egad, namely Gooigi. Change between Luigi and Gooigi to use both their skills. Gooigi can do everything from slipping through metal fences to walking on spikes. Indeed, there are obstacles too great for Luigi to handle on his own. And if you pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend, he makes for a great co-op partner. But proceed with caution. Gooigi and water definitely don't mix. Now please direct your attention to the Scare Scraper. Spooky? Sure. Yet it also houses up to 8 players for local or online co-op gameplay. Defeat all ghosts before time runs out. Seek and find our dear misplaced toads, and face any challenges the tower throws at you together. What a place to wake up in. A haunted hotel with floor after floor of oddities. Many traps and mischievous ghosts lurk within. What will befall our missing Mario and friends, and his dear brother Luigi? Their fate rests in your hands. Luigi's Mansion 3.
The cycle of this world, I will not allow it to perish with you.
I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones.
Will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
We shall fight, we shall survive, and we shall win a glorious future for Fodlan!
But now that I know, I won't make the same mistake again.
Revenge is not a thing you take for someone else. You seek revenge to slake your rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do whatever that you must.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the trailer for the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The Orange Star Nation needs you. We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now voiced, bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast-forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer. Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp marches onto the Nintendo Switch system April 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. Explore an infinite universe. In No Man's Sky, every star is the light of a distant sun, each orbited by planets teeming with life. Travel to planets of your choosing in this infinite, procedurally generated universe. Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live. In this living and breathing universe, trade convoys travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful. Your journey may be fraught with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe? No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Mario Strikers Battle League. Prepare for Strike, a 5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on offense. Aim for goals by dribbling and passing to teammates, as well as by using tackles, items, and crushing special shots. The main rule in this sport is to rule the field. Try to score more goals than your opponents. There are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your strategies. First, the gear you equip. It changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass accuracy. Customize as you see fit. Second, the Hyper Strike. To activate this shot, grab an orb when it appears on the field and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net and you'll score not one, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players, 4 players on each team can compete against each other on one Nintendo Switch system. In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join an in-game club and compete for placement in the rankings. Up to 20 players can join a club, so create your own and invite friends and family to play alongside you, or join an existing one owned by other players. Try to become the world's top club. With items, tackles, and hyper strikes, anything goes on this field. Mario Strikers Battle League launches on Nintendo Switch June 10th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
The latest iteration of the Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes battle soccer game. Next, please take a look at this. That was the trailer for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game, the next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim? Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Fonzers at the ready. A full remake of the first Front Mission game is storming onto Nintendo Switch. In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Fonzers and lead your battalion to victory. Gain the upper hand in battle by aiming for enemy parts to destroy. Mix and match various weapons and parts to customize your Fonzer. Uncover the great storyline of this classic when Front Mission 1 Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch. Get set for a high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From the creators of the Asphalt series comes rip-roaring racing action across Disney and Pixar-inspired racetracks. Race as a legendary roster of characters on high-speed circuits, using each one's special abilities to battle for victory across the finish line. Choose Mickey Mouse for symphonic speed, Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan for explosive maneuvers. Each racer also possesses powerful ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second. Disney Speedstorm is a free-to-play game, with new seasons added regularly, bringing more exciting Disney and Pixar characters. circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy cross-platform play as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic Star Wars action-adventure. As Darth Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating Force powers and lightsaber combos as you hunt down Jedi Masters on iconic planets. Upgrade abilities like Force Grip and Force Repulse, then combine them for even more destructive combos. Use button controls or opt for motion controls enhanced from the original Wii version. You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches on Nintendo Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The complete saga of legendary assassin Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange incidents called breaks are occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper timeline. You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can also battle alongside friends in online co-op multiplayer. SD Gundam Battle Alliance launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Two worlds cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed RPG Chrono Cross is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. One fateful day, the protagonist Serge wanders into an alternate world. Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here. How did this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel back and forth between both worlds to unravel the story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending on the choices you make, the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack. Plus, Radical Dreamers, originally released on the Satellaview, is included. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers Edition, dashes and slashes its way onto Nintendo Switch April 7th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
It's Kirby's latest unforgettable 3D platforming adventure, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It all takes place in a mysterious world with an unusual mix of nature and civilization. To rescue the kidnapped Waddle Dees, Kirby sets off on a new adventure. Introducing Mouthful Mode. Inhale a car to zoom around. A vending machine to attack with juice cans. Or become a piercing cone. With Mouthful mode, new actions will be available for Kirby depending on the object he inhales. Enjoy exploring with new moves different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's Weapon Shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks. They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on the Nintendo Switch system March 25th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, launching later next month. Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
任天堂ディレクトをご覧の皆さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB 打賞22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online. I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC, every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet. Relive or get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy, and more for the first time in TV, tabletop, or handheld mode. Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece for Cloud, containing all 3 game collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop. Klonoa is coming to Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy side-scrolling levels, you'll run, jump, and hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series launches on Nintendo Switch July 8th. We're so glad you're here. Come here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat. In these award-winning games, the portal gun is your key to surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year. A classic comes alive. Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas debut, now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists and time periods await. The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory. A tribesman comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future, a newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch July 22nd. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next up is this. It's a new iteration of the Wii Sports series. Nintendo Switch Sports. Please take a look.
Here are the sports included in the Nintendo Switch Sports game. You might recognize these three from past Wii Sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve. And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking and defending. Plus, 3 additional sports are joining the lineup. Soccer. Use a gigantic ball to make dynamic plays. Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot and perform diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports. Play against friends online, or opt for random matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay of one of the newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap ready?
Yes, of course. I've got plenty of space around me as well.
All right, let's start. We'll be including some live commentary throughout our match.
All right, we're doing this? Volleyball, a newly added sport in Nintendo Switch Sports. What can we expect today from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front. We begin with Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block! Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike. The other team saves it and fights back. And they score. Takahashi didn't quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay. The game's not over. Now the other team serves. Koizumi receives it. Takahashi sets it up. And Koizumi spikes, but it goes right toward the opponent. Here's another attack. Now's their chance. They get the ball. And with the setup from Koizumi, Takahashi scores! They got a point with that fierce spike.
Woo! Let's stop our match here.
After all, we were in the middle of a presentation. All right, I'll be leaving now.
That was an introduction to Nintendo Switch Sports. The game launches April 29th. We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a Joy-Con controller and the leg strap accessory. You can use the accessory to play shootout mode at launch. In addition, we're also planning a second free update this fall that lets you enjoy golf. And now, a request to everyone. To help ensure that you can all enjoy playing online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects. We'd definitely like to ask for your help with this. The online playtest will only be available for players with an active Nintendo Switch Online membership on the dates shown on screen. For those of you interested, please visit the official Nintendo website for more details. Thank you. That's all I have for now about Nintendo Switch Sports. I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready. The latest Taiko no Tatsujin game is coming to the Nintendo Switch system. Set in Omiko City, a sacred town for taiko drums, you'll strive to become a taiko master, along with brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania, Gurenge, Feel Special, and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An orchestral version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes have also been added for everyone to enjoy. Put on a live concert with up to 4 players in Donchen Band. Or face off against each other in Great Drum Toy War. Drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch this year. Plus, a paid in-game subscription service that gives you access to over 500 songs will be available at launch. What's new with these Nintendo Switch games? The brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here. The protagonist Serenoa and his allies will be engulfed in the conflict among 3 nations. Your choices and conviction will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords shall be bound. I will never turn my back on the promise of a better world.
A new demo playable to the end of Chapter 3 will be available on Nintendo eShop later today. Save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC, Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course. Here, you'll explore a brand new Inkwell Isle, defeat a bevy of new bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The clever Miss Chalice is a new playable character. Take down fearsome foes with her double jumps, rolling dodges, and more. Cuphead: The Delicious Last Course wallops its way onto Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to the Metroid Dread game. All it takes is one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty. Can you face this new challenge? And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches later today. A second free update in April will add a Boss Rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time. Something's bound for Nintendo Switch. Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings will be added to Nintendo Switch Online later today.
What did you think? Here's some news from Mario Kart fans. Many of you have been enjoying the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game since its launch in 2017. So, we've been working on remastering select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid downloadable content. Please take a look at this trailer.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of 2023. Courses such as Coconut Mall, Choco Mountain, and Tokyo Blur will be included in the first wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online. The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will launch March 18th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. You can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership. Or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
How was that? I hope you're looking forward to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Fighting in order to live, and living to fight. That's the way of our world. Ionios.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his fuel.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you soldier it all alone.
What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It'll never replace the friends we've lost.
The flame clock, it has to go!
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
The story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ties together the futures of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to it. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the first trailer for Monster Hunter Rise: Sunbreak, the massive expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. Our friends at Capcom are working on many new elements that will enhance the experience for players of Monster Hunter Rise, including new stories, locales, monsters, and, although not touched on in the trailer, new hunting actions and quest rank. Monster Hunter Rise: Sunbreak is scheduled to release as paid DLC in summer 2022. Please stay tuned for more information in the future. All right, let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
party during the day or at night. It's almost time to party in the Mario Party Superstars game. Along with Spaceland and Peach's birthday cake, several other boards make their return. Take a stroll around Woody Woods, but watch out for those Monty moles. They'll change the board's direction when you least expect it. Travel between 2 islands and Yoshi's Tropical Island. Toadette's got the star, but she might swap places with Bowser at the last second. Party day and night in Horrorland. That King Boo statue is harmless during the day, but at night, it'll swipe stars from unsuspecting players. Need a break from boards? Head to Mount Minigames and play in minigame-only courses. Compete against players worldwide for the longest win streak in survival, or work together in the cooperative multiplayer tag match. Mount Minigames will have 7 courses available. All boards and minigames support online play. So invite family, friends, and frenemies, and get ready for the party of a lifetime. Mario Party Superstars launches on the Nintendo Switch system October 29th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. A new RPG is in the cards.
Welcome to Voice of Cards.
At the Queen's behest, you'll set off on a fantastical journey to slay a fearsome dragon for honor and fortune. Everything in this realm is represented as cards, from the protagonists to shops, towns, and environments. In this fresh take on tabletop RPGs, you'll square off in turn-based card battles where your skills and a little bit of luck will determine the victor. A spellbinding experience from the creative minds of Yoko Taro and Yosuke Saito is about to unfold. Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars launches on Nintendo Switch October 28th. Pre-orders and a free demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop. Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being. You awaken in a hotel room in the city of Revachol, devoid of your memories. Soon, you learn that you're a detective and get entangled in a strange murder case in the groundbreaking role-playing adventure Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. As you interrogate people and uncover clues, internal dialogues will begin. To investigate, you'll need the help of the 24 skills living within you. Your behaviors and available choices will change depending on how you develop these skills, directly impacting how the story progresses. What sort of detective will you become? Disco Elysium: The Final Cut launches digitally on Nintendo Switch October 12th. The physical version of the game will launch early 2022. Pre-orders for the digital version begin today on Nintendo eShop. Uncover more stories in Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
And about that courageous friend of yours, it seems I owe him as well. Yeah.
The King of Hyrule must not fall!
You know, you're pretty good for a little kid.
We'd better partner up on this, don't you think?
They won't harm you.
Ready, set, Chocobo! Start your engines and get set for a new racing experience. Race as familiar Final Fantasy characters like Chocobo and Gilgamesh to be the first across the finish line. Edge out the competition by using Drift Boost to cut corners. Magical stones called Magicites are contained inside items. Collect these throughout courses to cast magic like fire and arrow to blast away opponents. Acquire Magicites of the same element to cast even more powerful spells. Each racer also has a special ability. Use it at the right time to turn the tables. Engine customization options will be available, as well as local and online multiplayer. Up to 64 players can compete in a bracket-style tournament to determine the racing champion. Chocobo GP races exclusively onto Nintendo Switch next year.
What did you think? Before we show you our next video, we have some news about the last fighter for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. Mr. Sakurai, the game's director, will reveal this fighter in the final Mr. Sakurai Presents video on October 5th. He'll also show you how to use this fighter, so please look forward to it. It's been about 3 years since the game was released. This will be the last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope you'll check it out. Next, please take a look at this. That was the trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. In this new game, you can freely move around in 3D areas using familiar Kirby moves. The setting also appears to be mysterious, filled with abandoned structures from a past civilization. What lies in store for Kirby? The game is scheduled to release in spring 2022. We hope you'll look forward to Kirby's new adventure. Next, we have this to show you. Please take a look. Since its launch in 2020, the Animal Crossing New Horizons game has been enjoyed by many players around the world. New free content will arrive in November. In preparation for its release, we will be airing an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October. In it, we'll go over the content in more detail. Please be on the lookout for the air date of this presentation. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
2 games, 1 game update, and lots of fun. 4! More free content is coming to the Mario Golf Super Rush game. Koopa Troopa enters the fairway as a playable character.
Nice shot.
Dish out tricky shots and dashes to mess with the competition. Ninja will also be playable. Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed to outpace opponents. 2 courses are also being added. These additions will come swinging in as a free software update later today. What's this? An invitation. You're invited to live in a magical world with Mickey Mouse and dozens of Disney characters. Spend time with Disney friends, craft your own whimsical costumes and furniture, and explore delightful Disney-themed worlds. All downloadable content from the original Nintendo 3DS version is included. Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition soars onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. A beloved Star Wars game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Blast off to captivating planets and join forces with Jedi, droids, and outcasts in this blend of action, role-playing, and adventure. Will you use the Force for good, or will you be lured to the dark side? Your choices determine the galaxy's fate in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, launching on Nintendo Switch November 11th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. This is the city, humanity's last stronghold against a virus that turns people into the undead. In the cloud version of Dying Light 2 Stay Human, you'll need to master both parkour and tactical combat to survive in this brutal open-world action RPG. Explore alone, or with up to 3 other players in online co-op as you unravel the dark secrets of those in power during the day. Then plunder the layers of the infected at night. Your decisions will shape the story, but they'll also have consequences. No matter where your actions lead you, there's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel on the go in Dying Light Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and face hordes of the infected in a post-apocalyptic open world. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Cloud version launches on Nintendo Switch February 4th, 2022. A free demo will also launch the same day on Nintendo eShop. Dying Light Platinum Edition comes to Nintendo Switch October 19th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Utility, morality, or liberty. In Triangle Strategy, a fiery chronicle of war presented in stunning HD 2D.
My apologies.
Your actions will lead you through a riveting story that changes based on the decisions you make. In the end, where will your conviction guide you?
You have gone to the one place I cannot follow.
In response to the survey about the demo released in February of this year, the game has been fine-tuned with a focus on elements that received lots of feedback. These include adjustments to the difficulty, improvements to on-screen visuals, camera angle controls, the ability to review previous dialogue, and streamlined game flow and loading times. More details are now available on Nintendo.com.
Splendid!
Triangle Strategy will launch on Nintendo Switch March 4th, 2022. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
faced with overwhelming power, your highest priority should be simply to survive. There may be a very small opportunity to escape. Don't let your guard down.
Samus Aran, the most powerful bounty hunter in the galaxy, embarks on a new mission to the uncharted planet ZDR. Her objectives? Confirm whether the deadly X-parasite still exists, and figure out why the Emir research robots in search of it have mysteriously gone dark. Early readings reveal that planet ZDR is divided into multiple environments, each with its own elements and organisms. Remnants of the mighty Chozo civilization are also scattered throughout, including evidence that the Chozo may have once called the planet their home. Visit Metroid.Nintendo.com to read Metroid Dread Report Volume 8 for a detailed account of the terrain and life forms you may encounter in the Metroid Dread game. Be sure to view the other Metroid Dread reports there as well. You'll want to prepare yourself for the dangers that lie ahead.
Metroid Dread launches on Nintendo Switch October 8th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Up next, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online. Many people have been using Nintendo Switch Online since it launched in September 2018. In addition to the current membership, we'll be adding a new membership plan. As a part of this new plan's content, you'll be able to play a collection of Nintendo 64 games. The Nintendo 64 system launched 25 years ago. I think this system gave many players their first 3D gaming experiences, as well as intense 4-player multiplayer action. With Nintendo Switch, up to 4 people can play select Nintendo 64 games locally or online. Also, with this new membership plan, in addition to the Nintendo 64 games, you can play a collection of games from Sega's Genesis system. This means you'll be able to play these classic games whenever and wherever you'd like. The new plan will include all elements of the base Nintendo Switch Online membership, as well as the ability to play the included Nintendo 64 and Genesis games. This is Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pack. This new membership plan will be added in late October. Of course, you'll still be able to continue using the existing plans. Also, those who have an existing membership plan can change over to the new plan. We'll share more details about this new membership plan at a later time, including the exact release date and pricing information. For now, however, we'd like to announce the games that will be available when it launches. You'll be able to play the Nintendo 64 games shown here, as well as these Genesis games. We'll also continue adding more Nintendo 64 games such as The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask and F-Zero X, as well as other Nintendo 64 and Genesis games going forward. Furthermore, we've prepared Nintendo 64 and Genesis controllers to ensure the games can be played with the same style controls from their original releases. Both can be used wirelessly. These controllers will be available for purchase by any Nintendo Switch Online member. We hope you'll look forward to this new membership plan, Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
There's plenty to play in these collections. Cyberpunk meets fantasy in this 3-game collection of cult classic RPGs. As a Shadowrunner mercenary, you'll explore a dystopian future where magic has reawakened and fantasy creatures have come back to life. Immersive branching narratives, skill-based character growth, and gripping turn-based tactical combat await in Shadowrun Trilogy, launching on Nintendo Switch next year. The perpetual struggle against Count Dracula continues. Castlevania Advance Collection brings together 4 classic Castlevania games with deathly beautiful graphics and hauntingly epic music. The Rewind, Quick Save, and button mapping features will also ramp up your fight against evil. All regional versions of each game, as well as a gallery mode with never-before-seen artwork, are included. Castlevania Advance Collection launches on Nintendo Switch later today. An almighty classic returns. The classic Super NES game ActRaiser returns on Nintendo Switch, now remastered in HD. As the Lord of Light and Almighty God, only you can save mankind from the forces of Tanzra, the Lord of Dark. You'll wage war in 2 phases. First, strike down monsters in the side-scrolling action phase to liberate the lands from the grasp of evil. Master swordsmanship and magic to vanquish all who stand in your path. Then, cultivate the lands you've liberated in the world-building creation phase. It's up to you to decide which structures will be destroyed to make way for new ones, creating a flourishing civilization. As you do so, your powers will increase, giving you an edge in both phases. Alternate between the original and rearranged versions of the beloved soundtrack and enjoy brand new music. New stages and new boss battles also await. ActRaiser Renaissance descends onto Nintendo Switch later today. A new chapter is about to unfold.
How's everything? There are still a few more announcements in today's Nintendo Direct.
Koizumi-san.
Oh, Miyamoto-san. What brings you in?
I wanted to make an announcement, so I was hoping I could step in.
Oh, of course.
Hi everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We've previously announced that I have been working with the Hollywood movie studio Illumination and its CEO and producer Chris Meledandri-san, who are known for movies like Despicable Me and Sing, in making a full-length animated Mario movie for the big screen. Today, I wanted to announce its theatrical release timing. Ta-da! The movie will be released in theaters in holiday 2022. The release date for North America is on December 21st, and we'll be announcing release dates for Japan, Europe, and other regions at a later timing. It'll be a while longer until we can share a glimpse of Mario in action on the big screen. But today, I also wanted to reveal our key cast members who will be voicing Mario and his friends in the movie. First, of course, is Mario, who will be played by Chris Pratt. He's so cool. Mario will be talking a lot in the movie. Please look forward to Mario as performed by the very talented Chris-san. Next, Princess Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't wait to see a very spirited Princess Peach. Mario's little brother, Luigi, will be played by Charlie Day. I'm excited for you to see this timid sibling appear on screen. Bowser will be played by the one and only Jack Black. I'm expecting a monster performance by Jack-san. The comedian Keegan-Michael Key will be playing Toad. I'm looking forward to great comedic moments. Even though this is a Mario movie, Donkey Kong will also be making an appearance. He will be played by Seth Rogen. I'm eager for you to see a humorous Donkey Kong by Seth-san. And of course, Charles Martinet, who has voiced Mario and many more Nintendo characters in our games over the years, is also involved and will be appearing in surprise cameos in the movie. We also have more incredible talent joining the film to play some of our other beloved characters. That is all I can share with you today about the Mario movie. This is a very collaborative project between Illumination and Nintendo. We've all been coming up with all sorts of ideas, and I myself am enjoying a creative process that is a little bit different from making games. It may be a while until we can share more updates, but I hope you'll look forward to it. Koizumi-san, back to you.
Please look forward to Mario's adventure jumping into the world of motion pictures. Next, we'd like to show you this.
Hello, everyone. I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab. I've been meticulously studying the mysterious squids that can transform into humanoid form. What you just saw was the latest research footage from Splatoon 3. Allow me to share a bit of what we know so far. Splatoon 3 takes place in Splatsville. It's known as the City of Chaos. Centered around Splatsville are the Splatlands, a place long inhabited by advanced sea creatures such as squids and octopuses. Buildings spanning several generations are crammed into the city, creating its distinctive culture. In the Splatlands, turf war appears to be a popular activity. Its basic rules are unchanged. 2 4-player teams compete against each other to ink the most area. However, the trend seems to have undergone a major shift, with the existence of new main and special weapons confirmed in the footage. In the latter portion of the footage, we were able to observe activities from Story Mode, the single-player campaign.
Return of the mammalians.
Meaning the reappearance of mammals appears to be the theme of Story Mode this time around. What could this possibly mean in a world where all mammals, except for 2 cats, have vanished? It appears that there's still a lot to uncover. But we'll continue with our research and keep you updated once more results become available. Please look forward to more Splatoon 3. Updates to come. See you next time.
So, what did you think? Splatoon 3, taking place in a new world, is scheduled to release in 2022. Please look forward to future updates. Okay, this is the last trailer we have to show you today. Please take a look.
HQ 接敵した距離50対象は北東に向かって移動中遅れこちら本部了解した作戦を開始せよ了解打撃用意撃て対戦車砲用意撃てHQ 対象は3つ効果は見られない理解効果は見られない
Bad boy. It seems I'm unfashionably late, but I'm ready to give you everything you want. Right on time.
What you just saw was the latest trailer for Bayonetta 3. We announced this game in 2017, and we thank you for your patience. This game will launch next year. We hope you look forward to Bayonetta's new encounters. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Mario and Luigi, brothers, friends, travel companions. Yes, these two are enjoying a much-needed vacation on Pillow Island. Or so they thought. "Good night, Mario," said Luigi. "Sweet dreams, Luigi," said Mario. And that's when something quite strange began to happen. You see, on this island, Luigi's slumber can create a portal to a whole new dream world. A world where anything's possible. Where you harness sleeping Luigi in the real world for epic dream world results. In Luigi's Dream World, anything can happen. Go to the official Nintendo of America Twitter @NintendoAmerica and tweet the secret phrase from this video using #MarioLuigi for a chance to win your very own Nintendo 3DS XL system and Mario and Luigi Dream Team game. Where will Luigi fall asleep next? Find out next week. And remember, Mario and Luigi Dream Team is out August 11th.